friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another Love During Lockup recap. Oh baby, it just keeps getting better each week. We TV, Love After Lockup, During Lockup, at Life After Lockup producers. Don't mess this up. Y'all got a banger on your hands, okay? Do not mess this up. You got something here. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Now, let's get started. Who am I going to talk about first, y'all? Who am I going to talk about first? Okay, let's talk about Gabby. Gabby. See, Gabby is at a strip club. Oh, no. She's not a stripper. She does bottle service. Now, I know what you're asking, friends, family, sisters. Why is Gabby, who just 2 weeks ago was in a wedding dress shop, getting ready to blow $30,000 on a dress, why is she at a strip club popping bottles? Oh, that's why. Because, see, Gabby let it be known this week that the $60,000 that Chris had given her is gone. This girl has blown through $60,000. Oh, she said that she paid off some credit cards. And she said, you know, basic needs that you need to live. She done went and got her whole BMW with that money. Chris's ass whooping money. Now see, Chris, as y'all remember, got that money because see, he got his ass whooped by some guards. Now I know you don't want Chris to have another dislocated jaw, do you, Gabby? Because see, that's the only way he gonna get that type of money again. But see, you done blew through it. So she's talking to a co-worker, homegirl, whomever, who look like she could be an extra on Little People of Atlanta. Y'all don't come at me. Tell me I'm lying. When she stood up, I was like, so, Gabby's telling her woes, how Chris is getting out soon, and how Chris's mom is playing games, and how ain't nobody telling her anything, like why they don't want her to be there when he gets out. Gabby, he said those words. He said he don't want you there, child. So then Gabby says that Chris's ex is back in the picture. That Chris's ex said and sent Gabby the voice messages. Chris is dogging Gabby out. Chris says Gabby ain't my wife. I'm not engaged to Gabby. Gabby ain't my girl. Chris, you're a whole fool. If Gabby's not your girl, why did you give her all that money? You're an idiot. So Gabby, she's like, I cannot believe he's saying this. I don't know what to think. I'm confused. I don't know what to do. Now Gabby has a little secret of her own. So Gabby goes out to her car. She makes a phone call. And who answers? How you doing? You good? You all right? In that little trying to be raspy, sexy voice. See, that's what dudes be doing. They just be like, how you doing? You like, oh, I'm all right. So Gabby is talking to some dude. I don't know if it's a dude that she's ex-boyfriend talking to or a friend. So she said that she needs to talk to him about some things and they're going to meet up. Let's move on. Let's talk about 39-year-old Santiba. Boy, it just keeps getting better, don't it? Santiva is going to go from Maine all the way down to Florida to pick up her man, Talsey, who has spent the last 7 years in federal prison. Now, see, Talsey said, don't be coming down here. Because, see, when I leave Florida, I got to go to Georgia to a halfway house. And we're not going to spend any time together. Santiva didn't heed that warning. Red flag, red flag. Warning, warning. So Santiva is sitting there talking about, you know what? I'm going to take my dumb ass all the way from Maine to Florida to pick him up, drive him to the halfway house in Georgia. I mean, you know, a little bit of time is better than no time, says no one ever. Except for 39-year-old Santiva. So here comes Mama Santiva. Mama Santiva was like, hey, you know, how's it going? What's going on? And Santiva said, I'm good. I'm just making you a list for when I go to Florida. So her mama said, Florida? What's going on in Florida? She was like, oh, well, I'm going to go pick up Talsey from Florida and take him to the halfway house. Y'all, when I tell you Mama Santiva looked like her daughter had 2 heads. She looked at her daughter like, I raised you. I raised you. Oh, okay. I raised an idiot. Okay. So her mama literally said, are you crazy? What are you doing? So Santiva said, well, you know what? I'm just going to do what I need to do. That's what I'm going to do, Mama. And so Mama Santiva said, you sent him money? Have you sent him money? And so Santiva said, yeah, I done sent him a couple of $1,000. And baby, when Mama Santiva looked at her, she was like this. I raised you. I raised you. Okay, I raised an idiot. Where did I go wrong? Because, see, Mama Santiva basically said her daughter ain't nothing. Because, see, she says you gonna go all the way to Florida to pick up his man. I found out that you've been sending this man money when you owe me money. I said, Santiva. Santiva, I know you lying. You owe your mama money. And you leaving your mama a list. Y'all, let me tell you something. If I would have told my mama this stuff, if I would have told my mama that I'm going to Florida to pick up an inmate for federal prison, and here's a list of things you need to do, and I owe you money, and she find out that I've been sending him money, all this gone, okay? Y'all don't understand. All this gone, okay? You see my nose to the right, okay? It's gone, all right? You see it, right? I would be smelling different for the rest of my life. Mama Sass would have just backhanded me and kept on going. How crazy does that sound? So, of course, Mama Santiva said, this is a horrible idea. You don't even know this man. What are you doing? And so, of course, Santiva, it's all right. You can have your opinion, but I'm going to do what I need to do. This is the man. Talsey is the man for me. Oh, Santiva sounded so foolish. Even the dog was looking at her crazy. Did y'all see the dog? The dog was like this. Lord have mercy. 39 years old. 39. Let's move on. 10 seconds. Dumbass Max. DC. Y'all representing? Is this how y'all representing? Not the nation's capital. Max, We all know he got ghosted by Tara, child. He meeting up with his homeboys, and he's explaining to them that he ain't heard from Tara. Tara is released. He don't know what's up. Maybe she's trying to adjust on the outside world. Child, this ain't Shawshank Redemption. Shut up, Max. You got bamboozled. So instead of Max thinking to himself, I need to stop this. Now, I done got ghosted by an inmate. Let me gather myself. Let me try to get myself together. Let me see why I can't be a fool. See, Max didn't do that. He did the opposite. He gets a phone call from a jail. Now, he says that he met, let me get it right, some woman from the website cagedladies.com. Boy, I tell you, Max, you classy, ain't you? Cagedladies.com. That sounds horrible. That sounds like a horrible website. That sounds like them women are up in there beating up on each other like the battle of the UFC. Cage. So the female calls from the jail. And they keep getting disconnected. Boy, Max, he's a bright one. He says that he don't know why she's in jail. See, that's important, Max. That's important. You know, on the inside of your jaw. He says that he don't care why she in jail, don't know why she in jail, just as long as she innocent. I tell you, what's in between those ears? Boy, we got some real Mensa people up here, child. So she says that she was a fitness model. Max said that she was beautiful. Again, she said she was a fitness model. And you up in yeah. Of course, Max believes all this. So he goes back to his homeboys and they was like, who is that? Oh, that's my mom. And then he had to come clean and says that, look, you know, he done met another girl from jail. Max, how do you have, why are y'all friends with him? I don't understand how some of these people have friends. Child, I couldn't do it. I'd be like, listen, you can't be dumb all your life. Now, you was dumb in high school. You damn near 30. Just out here walking sideways and crooked. You died. Let's move on. You all, I got a serious question. What's wrong with Andy? Y'all, what's wrong with her? So Andy, she is determined to go to Ohio. Andy done packed up her whole life and her child. Done got a U-Haul. Her family's there. Her mama was like, this is nuts. Her mama said, what's the plan? What are you doing? Do y'all have a plan? This is Andy. I don't have no plan. We will worry about it when we get to Side Ditch, Canton, Ohio, child. She says, and I quote, I'm going to let my ancestors guide me. Andy, honey, do you need a CAT scan? Are you knowing the inside of not one but both jaws? Andy, I'm going to need for you to go stomp on some hot rocks. Have you lost your mind? Andy done packed up her whole life. Don't have a plan. She don't have anywhere to live with her child. And not one time did I hear anything about a J-O-B. Those 3 magic letters and that beautiful word. Job. Didn't hear nothing like that. So her mama is disgusted. So they they get into the car, into the U-Haul. She's on the road. She's talking to Harry. Poor Harry. So the mama is like rolling her eyes like, Lord, I raised it. This my daughter. This is my daughter. This who I raised. Oh, okay. So Mama Yolanda says, I got something to tell you, and I'm not going to tell you yet. And so Andy's like, well, tell me now. Mama Yolanda said, I'm not going to tell you because you got a daughter in the back. Dummy. So they get to a rest stop getting gas, and so Mama Yolanda done pulled out a whole folder on Harry. She said, Bo? She said, look at this. She said, look what I found out about him. Look at it, read it, touch it, grab it, read it. Here's Indy. Okay. So her brother and Mama Yolanda was like, look, he got charged with robbery and kidnapping. Indy. And how old was he? Mama Yolanda said it don't matter. This is who you want to be with. And so Indy, she said those fatal words. So, he wasn't charged with domestic violence. I'm sorry, Indy. What? I'm sorry. Come again? He was charged with robbery and kidnapping of a man. And from what one of the sisters told me, it was an elderly male. But you're saying that since he wasn't charged with domestic violence, it's all good. Okay. She says everybody makes mistakes. He was young. He have learned his lesson. And he's not like that. Mama Yolanda said, how you know? You don't know him. How do you know? And she says, because I know. So they get back into the vehicles and they arrived at the motel. Now, y'all, I'm not lying. When they turned that corner, I thought they were going into storage units. I said, that's a motel? That's a motel on the side of the road. I mean, literally on the side. I was like, what in the horror story is going on here? I was like, is this a horror movie? What in the wrong turn is going on here? What in the hills have eyes is going on here? What in the chainsaw massacre is going on here? Indy, go home. Indy, go home. This ain't where your ancestors laid you. So they pull into this 1999 bullets on the pillar motel. They done pulled into Don't Leave at the 6 motel. They done pulled into There's a Drop of Blood on the Floor motel. She got talking about she on a budget. This is where you want your daughter to lay her head and wash her face? Indy's a whole fool. So the mama and the brother's like, no. Now where are we at? This is where we gonna stay. So Indy was like, I was on a budget. So they go into the room and the brother was like, Lord have mercy, do y'all smell that? Yes, it smells like a corpse. It was probably a dead body in there the night before. Child, you're gonna have the baby run around on that carpet, crunching down on crack pipes. Y'all, this is just a mess. Did y'all see the vent? The vent was black, bro. What was that? Mold? Mildew? What was that? Bathtub nasty? Y'all leave down below what's wrong. What's wrong with it, y'all? What's wrong with Indy? Leave it down below. Let's move on. Let's talk about Haley and Dalton, child. Haley's ready to go out, okay? It's been, what, 7, 8, 9 months since she went out on the town, child. She just wanted to go out, you know, meet up with her home girl from work. She also says that she likes to get down with the get down, honey. She says that she has been known to be promiscuous. She says she's been known to throw them legs up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. See, she says she has been known to take her knees to her ears. Okay? All right, Haley. Ain't no wrong with it, child. But see, she don't want Dalton to know that because he's jealous. Now, see, Haley's on the outside world. See, Haley can breathe that fresh air. Haley can go as she please. See, Dalton is the one that's in prison. And he is dictating on whether she can go out or not. Ooh, Lord. Oh, so she lies, or she didn't tell Dalton that she was going out. So she meets up with her friend. And her friend is like, girl, this ain't the life. What you doing talking to this boy in prison? He got you hemmed up on the outside, and he's on the inside. How he gonna tell you what to do? Well, I love him. You know, it's hard. Haley just don't want to cause no conflict. None whatsoever. So she just found it best not to say anything to him. And so her homegirl said, now listen, let's say if it was reversed and it was me. And you telling me, I'm telling you this. What would you tell me? And she was like, well, I would tell you that you're effing stupid. Bingo. Bingo. But you go ahead and spend all your money. So she meets up with her mama and her adorable son. They go out to some place where you make s'mores. She gets a call from Dalton, and she tells Dalton that she went out. Dalton had a fit. He done went to cussing her, done called her a B word, all this type of crap from prison. Now Dalton says that, listen, he wouldn't say that he was jealous, that he's cautious. He said he's done cheated on girls all the time. But he says if Haley is not honest with him, she can't be trusted. You done lost your whole mind, fool. And get this, y'all. Haley didn't hang up on him. He hung up on her. It will be a cold day. Sing it with me, y'all. It would be a cold day. Come on, one more time. Hey. It would be a cold day before a man in prison hangs up that phone on me. Listen. I just wrote that just there. 2 seconds. Give me my Grammy. So Haley says that he hangs up on her all the time, and she stands there for a minute looking at the phone to see if he calls back. Haley, I swear, if you were standing in front of me, I would shake some sense into you. So Haley, she goes back inside and she tells her mama, and her mama's like, my Lord, this who I raised? I raised this. See, that was the theme this whole episode. The mama's thinking, what did I raise? Let's move on. Last, oh yes, and certainly least, let's talk about Ty. See, Ty is the person that keeps on giving. Ty wants to make sure that when she signed up to do this show, she signed up to do this show. And Ty, honey, you have not disappointed. So Ty is at work. She talking to a homeboy about her date. And the phone ring and it's Heidi. Heidi said, man, that Boston, she's a effing B. She's effing crazy. I don't know what's wrong with her. She's a nut. And so Ty was like, see, I'm suspicious. Something's not right. I'm suspicious. Why this girl keep calling him? 12 years that they was together. And that you are using me for my money. So here is Heidi. Heidi told Ty to go to his Facebook. I can't believe these inmates have social media. Go to his Facebook. And there is Heidi telling Boston, F you. You know, I don't want you. You know, it was donezo and all this bunch of crap. Because, see, Boston took her stimulus money, $600, and she sent it to Heidi. See, Heidi said that they were together 4 years ago. They had some, you know, happy times, some sex. 4 years ago. And hey, she sent him the stimulus money here recently. I ain't gonna turn it down. Did nobody tell her to do that? So I used it. Do you know how many oodles and noodles I could get? Some hot fries, some drinks? He said, I don't want nothing to do with that woman. So Ty is listening to the recording, and she's still thinking, something ain't right. Something's not right. So we see the next scene. And Ty was going to go to the beauty salon with her homegirl to get the hair did. And honey, Ty's hot. Ty done rolled up on the producers. Honey, the producers are startled. They got the cameras. The manager was like, what's going on? What's going on? Ty said, look at this. Don't you see my whole vagina? Don't you see my boobies? Look at this. That producer was like, that you? What? Okay, girl. Baby, so Ty thought it was a good idea to get butt ball naked, take pictures of her, send them to her inmate boyfriend through Facebook Messenger. She thought that was a good idea. Boston did too, because see, Boston got a hold of them pictures, and Boston sent those pictures out all throughout social media. I said, nope. I said, now I know you lied. Boston is here, okay? She ain't playing no games. She said, I can show you better than I can tell you. Now, see, Ty was like, how in the world did she get them pictures? Did she break into Heidi's Facebook Messenger and got his password? Really, Ty? Ty, you think that's how she did it? How do y'all think that Boston got through his Facebook Messenger to get them pictures? How do y'all think she did it? So Ty is on one. Now see, Heidi's cousin, the one that hooked them up, she was like, listen, we going to the hair salon anyway. Let's go talk to Kiona, or whatever her name is. So she done busted up in the hair salon. And so Ty was like, let me tell you what happened. Boston done showed my coochie all over the place, child. And so the cousin was like, what? What is going on? And so she's like, oh my God. Oh my God. And so Ty was like, tell me what you know about her. And so she was like, really? I don't know anything about her. I mean, she was like on a three-way with me and Heidi, but that's it. I don't really know this girl like that. So Ty said, you're about to know her. Get on the phone. That's what you do. Get on the phone, because see, I'm about to tear this place apart. And so here is the cousin. She done called Boston. And Boston said, let me just go ahead and get ready real quick. Let me tie up my hair. me get some Vaseline. Let me get some Vaseline. Let me wrap up his hands. Take off his earrings. Boston said, I'm on my way. Let's do this. I ain't scared. I'm pulling up. I was like, oh, happy day. Now listen, I'm not one for violence, but when it comes to these raggedy reality shows, I'm all for it. So here is Ty. Ty is like, I'm good. I'm good. The cousin's like, don't you be cutting the shine. Don't you be cutting the shine. Don't you tear up my shop. Don't you be going to jail. Ty said, I'm good. Then they're looking at the camera. Ty said, is that her? Ty bolts out that door. Y'all, next week, or whenever this happens, Ty and this Boston are throwing hands. Can you imagine fighting a woman you don't even know over the likes of a hottie? You all have a good day, okay? And y'all know what to do. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye!